Okay, today we're going to have a demonstration on an Okamoto surface grinder. This is a model PSG-125. It's currently wired for 440 volts. I have it running at the moment. I'll shut it off. What the machine is equipped with is automatic cross slide, automatic down feed, rapid feed up and down, semi-automatic dressing, automatic table reversal, built-in magnetic controller, and on the side mounted behind the machine is a coolant system with a paper band system and a magnetic separator. The hydraulic unit is mounted in back of this side of the machine. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. Start the wheel. Start the table going. Bring the cross feed in. Now we call this the stroke. That's set over here on this dial. It has two sets of pointers that you can spread apart. Just for the video, I don't want to have it taking all day to go. When we want to do our feeding, down feeding, we flip that switch over there, and at each table reversal, we get the feed. Now, the speed of the table is controlled here. The amount of the step of the cross slide is controlled here. Our dresser is controlled with this here. And we have actually a coarse and a fine feed on the down feed. In other words, when the feed gets to a certain point on the dial just before zero, it'll go into a slower or switch solenoid valves, and then you can adjust that finer feed with that. So as this feeds down and gets to zero, then it will start a number of Sparkout passes, which can be set here. This is your chuck. Turning the chuck on and turning the chuck off and demagging it. And once the cycle is over, the down feed will stop. The machine will continue to run for as many Sparkout strokes or passes as you have set on the selector switch there, and then that's the end of the cycle. If you don't want to use the cross slide and you want to go to a slot type of grinding or a plunge type of grinding, you select a plunge as opposed to traverse. And now you'll feed on every other reversal of the table, so that you're making a slot, what they call it slot grinding or plunge grinding. This over here is part of the chuck controller. This is the hand wheel to move the table. It can be moved manually by hand. Everything can be moved by hand. Of course, it's heavy, but believe it or not, it actually moves very easily. In here are all the electrics. I'll show you those. Let me just stop this. Shut this off here. Looks pretty good. It's pretty much all original. A couple of things have been replaced. So that's it. That's the Okamoto PSG-125 3-axis automatic surface grinder. Thank you. Okay, we're showing you the hydraulic unit hooked up there. There's also an oil chiller that runs through the coolant system when you've got coolant in the tank. It's sitting down there on the floor. It uses the coolant to cool the oil. Our filter system is on the other side, behind the wall here. Not quite connected, but there it is.